Hello everyone, today I'm going to be taking a look at a limited edition model just for October, so if you want it you're going to have to snap it up quickly, from Goblin King Games. This is the Count de Candies for the multi-award winning Moonstone. Okay, so I have here a blister pack for the multi-award winning Moonstone, and it is Count de Candies, the alternative sculpt. So if you're not aware, Goblin King Games will occasionally do a alternative sculpt. Normally they are just different poses of a miniature. Very rarely they will have their own unique rules, like Drunken Fritz, who plays slightly differently than normal Fritz. He does come with both cards if you get him. Backing away, we have our two cards and the base. So he can be played either as a Commonwealth, Old Dominion or Shades character. So 3 out of the 4. Nothing for La Chevault, but La Chevault is good enough already without it. So what have we got? Resin miniature and 2 sprues. So one sprue is the Noble Steed with what appears to be several mop heads and a twizzly cone on the head to make a unicorn. Also have the pumpkin candy bucket in the lower jaw of said hound, so that will just go in there. So it's a 2-piece model for the unicorn, if that's what you're running it as. And then Count de Candy himself is 3 pieces. Again, pumpkin bucket, jolly little fellow dressed up, bit of flash on the top there, which I imagine will come off by the medium of a brush. Let me just get my brush and check. Yes. So it will get a proper wash in a moment. There are some very fine bits of details hanging off the mask, like a strap that would tie around under the chin. You can probably see the gaps between them. So one to be wary of when you're cleaning up, not to remove those, but you may need to get in behind them. So again, a toothbrush is the way to do it. Overall, model looks fairly crisp. Slight seam there, but I think it may again mostly be flash. Only one way to find out, and that is to take them away, clean them up and assemble them. So I shall be right back. Okay, back and built. Very easy to build. I'll very quickly mention the cards before we look at the model. He can be ran obviously as either Viscount Default or Ollum. I'd just like to point out that they have the Count de Candies artwork, so they're alternative art cards. If you're planning on picking them up, it's a nice little touch. Pop those out of the way. I have unboxed both of those in the past, so you can look for those if you want to know more about how they work in game. As you may have noticed, I've just tacked Emlyn on there. So build-wise, very straightforward. There's a little bit of cleanup that still needs to be done. I haven't done final cleanup on these yet, but we had a bit of a seam line on the bottom of the coat. The sleeves are all sort of ruffled back, but it just has to go out at a 90-degree angle, and then the candy bucket is underneath. And Ollum has those big eyes, just like Natty does. Size-wise, roughly 25mm to eye level, with the big dragon hat on. Wonderful detail, even into the amount of candy filling up that pumpkin bucket. Emlyn then, as the unicorn. I double checked and apparently these aren't mop heads, this is straw, which will be important when you come to paint it. But again, the jaw is almost seamlessly integrated there. You'd be hard pressed to see, once it's primed and painted, where the actual join line is between the jowl and the bottom of the jaw. Really fun little piece. Bit of flashing around the tail. You're not really going to notice that once these are posed properly together on a base. You have your faithful steed and your count. I did grab the Viscount though to give people an idea of what is going on here. So, just so you know, if you don't already, this is the Viscount on his undead pony / unicorn, with his long coat and then that very distinctive dragon head hat or helmet. So that is what the young gnome and his dog are dressed up as, and it's an absolutely wonderful piece. I'm a big fan of Moonstone anyway, but whenever they do these little alternative sculpts and one-offs, they always go that extra mile beyond what they normally do and really make it worthwhile grabbing, even if you already have the models. And I've got both, but to be able to get this unique version just to run it out at special times of the year, like round Halloween itself, just for novelty value, it's always good for a laugh. But there you have it, Count de Candies, the fantastic figure from Goblin King. So there you go, beautiful figure. Excellent that you can use it for 3 of the 4 factions as well. Just La Chevault losing out there, but La Chevault is already fantastic, so it doesn't need much more. It is only available until the 31st of October, until Halloween itself. So if you arrive on the 1st of November onwards, you are out of luck until the Goblin King opens his coffers again. So if you want to pick one up, then I suggest you do so immediately, if not sooner. Let me know what you think below. Until next time, bye-bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.